Alright folks, what you see before you this evening is the guts of my diesel generator. I had a problem a few months back now where the exhaust was basically had come loose from its mountings, and you'll see in there that one of the studs which should hold the exhaust on is missing. So that was partially to blame. The other thing that was the issue was that the legs, which you can see here on the exhaust, they'd actually broken away. They were made of a very light material, so I've got heavier legs welded on there now. So that should well, the legs will be more robust, but the issue is likely now to be that the exhaust itself will crack around the welds, but it'll work for the moment anyway, you know. So I've got the exhaust fixed. What remains now is due to the vibration, the heat shield around the exhaust had become brittle through stress, and a lot of it had broken away. That's one instance of it there. Now, as you can see, it's a complicated, well, not complicated, but it's a intricate little item, which this is the main part of the heat shield, which goes underneath the exhaust. Another part bolts on the top here. The exhaust comes out the back, and the broken part mounts here on the front. Now, this part has to go in around the cylinder head, and I'll try to show you in the fashion that it fits. It basically, this square or rectangular piece here fits up around there like so, and then I mean, that's not going to sit there by itself, unfortunately, but that's basically it there, yeah. And then this other piece, it goes in around the back of there, bolted into this hole here as well, with my fingers pointing, and is located in around this notch or a tab on the casting of the gearbox or the base of the engine. So there's not a lot of room to play with. Everyone's got to line up. This here is also held up in position there, and there's foam in and around most of it to help reduce noise. As you can see, all the sides and the walls and the base of the tank is all lined with foam to reduce noise pollution, the best the makers could come up with anyway. So there's a lot of bare wiring. There's a diesel tank up there. There's not a great deal of ventilation, so the heat in here is quite significant. You can determine that when you open this side panel here. You know, you do get a fair bit of warmth. So I don't think it's advisable to run the Jenny without some sort of form of heat shield around it. Now, I could have come up with maybe a simpler solution that wouldn't be quite as complicated as remanufacturing this bit of sheet metal work here, but that's what I've chosen to do. So what I've got so far is 3 sections, which I'm just making some space on the floor here so that I can demonstrate how they go together. Right, here's the base section, and you'll see that matches. That matches that somewhat. There's a nut there preventing it from sitting flat, and then the part which we have in here is then there. Okay, so some of the sizes are an estimation, obviously, because these two parts are indeed broken, so I can't determine the exact measurement of the length of this base plate. The next part is the this angle, this flat surface over here with the notch cut out of it, and this flange area with 3 holes in it. So I've got that part made up. There we go, that will go in there like so. And the final piece is this section here, which will go in from above and sit like so. There's still some work to be done to this. What's not easily seen on this part, move all this out of the way for the moment, what's not easily seen is that, hold on, get a bit of position. Right, okay, I'll prop this up on a bit of tape so that you can see what I'm talking about. There's a hold on. Right, that part goes in like so, and this part then went on like so. So you can see there, that's a sort of flange for the exhaust port, which is totally fractured and snapped away. So that has to be redone in that portion of the metal. I've got it marked out roughly there. You can see the centre marks, hopefully. So that'll not be a big problem. So the reason I'm up here tonight really was not to take a video, but just to test whether or not this part actually fitted. So that will be going in this sort of fashion. Try and get that fitted in behind there. There we go. And it will be sitting somewhat like that. So that seems to be fitting in there reasonably well. I left a little bit of length on here because I wasn't sure if how much material needed to be taken off on the radius in there, but that seems to be fitting not too bad actually. It'll be difficult maybe to determine where the hole is for that bolt there, but I'll get some way around that. And yeah, that's where I'm at with it at the moment. But I'm fairly pleased with the way it's fitting at the moment. Let me see how that other parts will go. This part will go in like so, in that type of fashion, and then this part will go in along there like that. Now it's not going to go in all the way at the moment because of the studs in the way, But yeah, that's the rough idea. So once I get that welded up and back in place, then the rest of the heat shield and the exhaust can also be fitted. And there is a slight problem with this Jenny, in the fact that she doesn't really charge the battery very well. She provides plenty of power to the garage, but the battery is either not charging the battery, or short runs is depleting the battery quicker than the Jenny's charging it. So there's a slight issue there. But I just operate 2 batteries. I've got one on charge all the time, so when the Jenny run's done, I just nip to the house, get the second battery, swap them over, and I'm good to go. Bit of a fuck about, I know, but yeah, that's all I can do at the moment. So yeah, what's that? That's 11 minutes, folks. I've got to get going. I've got things to do yet this evening, and hope you've enjoyed watching, and I'll update you on this repair as and when I make progress. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.